Let me tell you what I think the offers that we're hearing that came out just a few minutes ago. Let me tell you that first off, the Senate vote went down. I thought that is a unbelievable compromise, down from where Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer were before. And I mean, and I believe the American people believe it's sensible compromise. No one wants the government shut down. I don't want the government shut down. I want people paid. Matter of fact, I voted on several occasions over the last week in amendments to go ahead and pay them, not necessarily funding the entire agency, but definitely paying our employees. That became a partisan thing as well, unfortunately, and they were not, the bills did not pass. The first time we were able to pass work on the amendment and try to get it on through what's known as a motion to recommit, 7 Democrats came with it. As of yesterday, 10 Democrats came with us. We need 7 more, and we'll actually pay our employees. But that being said, the president has now, from what I understand in the last hour or two, has basically tweeted out that he will agree to a prorated construction of the wall for the amount of days that they're wanting to give a CR, or basically a continuing resolution. That way that people get paid. They've not given a response yet to that, I don't think. But there's other things that the president has at his disposal.
What do you think the breaking point is? If
I don't know. I wish I could answer that. You know, I voted to fund government before Nancy Pelosi took office. Matter of fact, I voted for border security, also with DACA in it, twice. That was at the 20. That was at the 20 billion mark. We're down to the 5.7. Now the president has made this offer. I don't know what, when someone says, I'll give you $1, that's not a compromise. Only one person has been compromising, and it's the president. And that's not because he's from my party. I mean, just look at it. And Nancy has continued to show this. And let me tell you something that I believe. Watching Steny Hoyer, her second on the floor, who has a tremendous amount of federal employees. I'm concerned about every one of my federal employees. He is too, and I believe that. But he's getting to the point that he's like, I think if it was him, he'd go and sit down at the table at least to try to come up with some kind of plan.
Public polling has said that most of the American people blame President Trump for this. He has low approval ratings. Like, how long is it worth? How long can you afford to stick with him, stay with him?
Well, let me tell you what I'm staying with. I'm staying with, every time I have an opportunity to vote for putting the people back to work, I do. The one area I won't is if there's no ability for them to come to the table. And as far as your polling, that's national polling, not my district polling. My district polling is continuing to do right about 50% or a little bit more towards the president. So, you know, my job is to represent my district, but also represent the nation. I want to make sure these people go back to work. Let me also tell you this. Every week, when things don't get messed up with the schedule because of everything as crazy as it is, I talk with the people who are the TSA employees. I've talked with correctional workers. I got a cousin who works for the Federal Department of Corrections. So she herself is suffering through this. I want to put them back to work. That being said, why, if the media and others don't understand, and the far left doesn't understand, that we need people to come to the table. When this last election, it wasn't a mandate against Trump. It was a mandate to work together. And as of right now, Nancy Pelosi is not bargaining at all. And this is an issue she's voted for before.
If we pay these employees who are working essentially for free right now, do you think the legislature and the president lose against, I guess, that hammer or that stick to make them
No. I think if we, that's why I voted for the bill that pays them. I think if we pay the employees, but not fund those particular line items or those particular budget parts, okay, which is we passed 9 bills, and so it is a you know, it's it's Homeland Security, it's DHS, there's a list of them. We've got everything else funded. But I believe if we pay the employees, then we are still needing to come to the table. But we're not making people suffer because of it. The Democrats keep saying they don't want to make people suffer, but we keep handing them bills. And I've got here, and I can read them off if you want, but I can list every motion to recommit that we did. On the 28th, HJ 28, which was January 17th. HR 648 was on January 23rd. just yesterday, HJ Resolution 31, which was passed yesterday. Not counting the fact that, but prior to Nancy taking office as the Speaker, we passed HR 695 on December 20th, and then we moved on a previous question, though it funded the employees, and took care of them. That was on January 16th. So we've had several votes, and every time we turn around, she holds her people, and it ends up making it to where they can't be paid.